Hi, it's Rebecca Marina Messenger, and I already did a review of this book by Steve Harvey, but I want to share something else with you, and it's from my favorite chapter called Man on a Rope. Now, I got to give credit because Steve Harvey gives credit, and you always got to do that. Steve Harvey heard this analogy from Butch Lewis, a fight promoter, but the chapter on Man on a Rope is about how that we, in following our calling, it's like we're pulling a big wagon uphill. And there's people who are on our wagon for a free ride, people pretending to help, but everyone should help push your wagon up the hill. Maybe somebody should get out and kick some rocks out of the way, but everyone on your team should be helping. Now, I was reading that thought and in meditation, and I took it another step further. Forgive me, Steve, this is not in the book. But I thought about, yeah, we're aware of people that maybe are financially freeloading, but do you know that one of the greatest detriments to pulling our wagon backwards actually is people who don't support our calling? I'm making flashcards here. Wait. There we go. They don't support our calling. And what happens is that they're actually pulling you backwards. Now, let me explain a little bit more about this. It's almost always someone you love. Someone you love. I'll get this right sooner or later. It's always someone you love. Now, someone you love doesn't support my calling. Honey, you know it's true. It could be a jealous relative who pretends like they support you, but energetically they're stabbing you in the back all the time. It's just like somebody else is on the back of your wagon and they got their own rope going on and they're pulling you backwards for whatever reason. A lot of times people don't support you in your calling because they just don't understand your calling. Well, shoot, what do you mean she's a metaphysical teacher? What do you mean they're wanting to be an artist? People always, especially people who love you, sometimes have very clear ideas about what they think is best for you. Now here's one, boo-hoo-hoo. I just had my heart broke recently. Non-supportive lover. What is that? Could be a spouse. When you feel your calling ringing out so loud and true, if you don't have the support of your lover or spouse or significant other, then it's very, very difficult. They would probably like for you to be more conformed to whatever they think you should be. So it can be a big detriment if, especially when you start getting called in a new direction, if your lover is dragging their feet on you. It can really affect you detrimentally. Now here's another one, a whining friend. Now what do I mean by a whining friend? We all have a friend that loves to hang around us. Why? So they can vomit their stuff all over us. So they can talk just about their stuff and not be supportive of ours. Sweeties, that is draining your energy and pulling your wagon backwards. And I'm sure you can think of other examples. So, how the heck would you handle this? I made a flashcard for that too. My daughter's a teacher. Well, here's the thing. How dedicated to your calling are you? If you're not very dedicated, you'll conform to them and try to make them happy. How dedicated are you? Well, you need to be 100% dedicated. And I'll tell you why. Because that's the only way your heart's going to really be happy. A lover can't make you happy, although they can spice it up and add to it. A friend can't make you happy, although they can spice it up and add to it. Only your heart can make you happy, and only when you follow the call of your heart No matter if it sounds wacky, when you follow the calling of your heart, you're going to find deep, true happiness. So, ask for Spirit's guidance. Ask for Spirit's guidance on how to handle all these folks in your wagon. And sometimes you might need to stop your wagon and just have a powwow and say, everybody off. And just sit and be still and listen to Spirit and have a powwow with some of those people that you would like to continue to be on the team with, but who might need to change some of their behaviors. So, if you like this kind of information, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And a big thank you to Steve Harvey. Oh, go get his book, by the way. Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success. It's one of the self-help books that is so easy to understand. It's like a workbook, a free workshop by Steve Harvey. Go get it. Get it on Amazon, wherever you get it. Get it and write in it. Don't be so stingy. You're worried about writing in it. Write it. Write your thoughts and your hearts and your goals. This is Rebecca Marina Messenger, and it's been my pleasure to share this little tidbit with you today.